Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Once again, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect Israelites. 100 million maxinations, beginning with so-called Blacks and Latinos. The introduction to Jacob's trouble. This is the beginning of Jacob's trouble. This is on NBCnews.com. Under coronavirus, it says Biden to deploy FEMA National Guard as part of national vaccination plan, which brothers have already been going in on this. I just had to put my spiritual 2 cents in as well, because we're in this time. Okay. Troops have been deployed in Missouri. Okay. So things are moving forward, and people act as if Biden is doing something new. This is nothing but a continuation of Operation Warp Speed. You know, this isn't an original plan. He's just continuing what Trump left off. All right. So reading that again, Biden to deploy FEMA National Guard as part of national vaccination plan. Biden has said that his goal is for 100 million doses of C-19 vaccines to be administered within the first 100 days of his presidency. So they're bringing this thing in by way of force. That's why they're using troops. You know, he's coming peaceable like a lamb, but he's speaking as a dragon. You know, draconian measures. Biden will instruct FEMA to establish thousands of CV centers. Esau Edom will get you for saying those words, all right? But you see what it says. And this was put up January 15th, 2021. All right, so he was speaking on this before the inauguration. Now he's just about to carry it out. But we're going to read the meat of this article, you know, hit the main points. Now, this was put up by Adam Edelman, Kristen Walker, Geoff Bennett, and Amanda Golden. All right, we're going to run through it. President-elect Joe Biden, who is now the president, on Friday said he would deploy the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, and the National Guard to help set up vaccine clinics across the U.S., across Babylon the Great. Because you are in Babylon the Great if you live in the United States, all right? The United States is Babylon the Great. So he's setting up these vaccine clinics across the U.S. as part of an ambitious plan to get shots to millions of Americans, beginning with you tribes, beginning with you Israelites, reminding the public that help is soon on the way. In a speech from Wilmington, Delaware, Biden outlined a 5-part plan to turn frustration to motivation that will get the U.S. out of the pandemic. Under the plan, the White House would enlist the support of FEMA and the National Guard to set up thousands of community vaccination sites to help states vaccinate more people. And when we say vaccine, you know what that should mean. All right. And when we say vaccination, you know what it means. All right. The mandatory vax, for those of you who don't know. To support states, Biden said the federal government would fully reimburse states for their use of the National Guard. Also, under the plan, Biden would also jumpstart efforts to make I'm about to say the word, it's a lot. To make vaccinations available in all pharmacies across the country, and will launch mobile vaccination clinics designed to specifically reach underserved urban and rural areas. Who are the underserved urban and rural areas populated by? You Israelites. And we're going to read it right here. As we build them, we will make sure it's done equitably. Going into equal, meaning balanced, just. We'll make sure there are vaccination centers in communities hit hardest by the pandemic, in Black and Latino communities, specifically the Israelites. You see that? That's plain, man. That's plain right here. Wow. You see that? Yeah. The underserved and rural areas is dealing with these people right here. These people. The so-called Black and Latino communities, which are the Israelites. These are the Israelites. And it's the proof right here. Esau's Edoms are, his eyes are privily set against the poor. That's in the scriptures. That's in the book of Psalms. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Privily meaning privately, secretly. Dealing with the secret counsel of the wicked. Hey, they want to take you out. Esau, Edom, beginning with the so-called Illuminati, who are actually conspiring against our people. They want to take us out. All right. Communities hit hardest by the pandemic. You tribes. And it says, and rural communities as well, he said Friday. The plan will also launch new ways of getting shots to high-risk people like homeless people, incarcerated people, and residents of institutions. This is the beginning of the mark of the beast. Now, we're not telling you that the mark of the beast is the maxine. This is the beginning, though, because scriptures say he calls us all. He's going to mandate everyone. It says homeless people, which would represent the poor. Scriptures say free and bond, incarcerated people in prison. Now it says, and residents of institutions that serve developmentally and intellectually disabled people. Edom moving, man. In addition, Biden vowed to use the Defense Production Act to help ramp up the supply of various vaccines. We didn't get into all of this overnight. We won't get out of it overnight either, Biden said while unveiling the plan, but we will get through it. And this is all behind the guise of peace. This is all behind the guise of unity. Everyone coming together. This is wickedness. I'm convinced we can get it done. And this is the time to set big goals and to pursue them with courage and conviction because the health of the nation is at stake, he added. And these aren't even his words, man. Because that guy basically suffers from dementia. He's a senile old man. He's a damn sock puppet, all right? He's told to say this. Biden has said that his goal is for 100 million doses of C-19 vaccines to be administered within the first 100 days of his presidency, which would be the end of April. And that's right before May Day, you know? Hey, they about to do the damn thing. We've been warning you through the Holy Spirit, man. Take heed, all right? The devil come with great wrath. The time of Jacob's trouble is at hand. And it's going to be the worst time on the earth, man. All right? Stay strong. Stay focused. Stay on your purpose. You know, stay locked in. You know, locked into this truth, man. Because this is all we're going to have at the end of the day. YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RICANS. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect. As you can see, Esau Edom is coming for the Israelites. And it's plain as day. Shalom. This the next step, man. All right? This the next step. And right after this, hey, next thing you know, it's going to be the mark of the beast. And don't take that chip, man. Shalom.